The signing of the agreement with the Municipality of Pafos here in Cyprus to establish the American University of Beirut, Mediterraneo's first campus outside of Lebanon, took place on the 8th of April 2022, marking a watershed moment in the realization of the university's global expansion. Professor, the establishment of the American University of Beirut has enabled Pafos to enter the map of cities of higher education with all the resulting advantages for the local community. Can you tell us more about the university and what led you to opening a twin campus here in Cyprus?
The American University of Beirut now, it is 157 years old. It's one of the oldest in our region. It passed through a lot of trying times during this period. It was established during the Ottoman Empire ruling. Then it passed through World War I, World War II, unrest in the region, civil war, and it's still up and running and strongly standing. It is known in the region for a long time to be one of the main universities that promotes freedom of speech, promotes high-level education, high-level research and education that directly affects the people in Lebanon and the region. And one of the simple evidence of this is that when the United Nations was created, there was a big part of the people creating it, they were graduates from the American University of Beirut. You have many heads of countries in the region that are graduates of the university. Very recently we had one Nobel laureate to be a graduate of the university. So it left its impact in Lebanon, in the region, and in the world as well. One of the main goals that the university put in its 2030 strategy that happened around 2016, 2017, is to expand the outreach of this excellence outside Lebanon. One of the pillars in its strategy was to create a twin campus abroad. Cyprus was among the top countries that supports a lot academic freedom, that has a strong or a rising educational strength, especially in attracting foreign students to come and study in Cyprus. And then during the same time, we got to know the mayor of Pafos. And we really was impressed with the vision he had for Pafos and for Cyprus. And his vision aligned very well with our vision. And we started partnering in order to establish this university in Pafos in Cyprus. The Cypriot community, Pafians, and also the community in general were extremely supportive of our efforts, of our project. They felt that the university will contribute a lot to the society, and we had a lot of Cypriot alumni that graduated from the American University of Beirut. So before the University of Cyprus was established, many of the Cypriots used to go to AUB to get their education there. Of course, we have a lot of alumni, not only Cypriots, we have in total around 70,000 alumni. A lot of them in the States, a lot of them in Lebanon, all over the world. And these are really our ambassadors to all over the world.
Can you tell us more about the university's undergraduate and graduate programs as well as their accreditation?
We will offer 5 undergraduate majors and 2 graduate majors. We have computer science is one of the undergraduate majors. Given how the need for computer science now and later, and this will never stop. PPE, philosophy, politics, economics, all in one major. This is a major we do not have in Beirut, but then we saw appropriate that it will be a very interesting major to offer in Cyprus, to offer in Europe, where we tailor it for the region. So it will be the philosophy in general, but of the region, the politics in the region, the economics in the region as well. And we will have psychology, a Bachelor of Science in Psychology. Also, all of these, we have like very strong departments backing these up in Beirut as well. Then we go to engineering undergrad, engineering, industrial engineering. So industrial engineering is a major not very well known in Europe, but it is a very well-known program in the States or in the American education, let's say. It's a major where it combines all the other areas in engineering and focusing on optimizing processes and making things work better, more efficient from all angles, cost efficient, time efficient, which is something extremely needed in all engineering industry, and business administration with focus on management. On the graduate level, we have engineering management. So engineering management, from the name, it fits for all engineers. So anyone with a background in engineering will be able to do the engineering management that focuses more on managing engineering related projects. So of course it has an overlap with business, but it's business management but in the engineering context. So we also believe this is a very flexible major that many engineers will see a big benefit of it, and especially if they want to advance in their careers, they are adding the management part on top of their technical expertise. So the business analytics is a major that combines business and artificial intelligence, predictions, computing, if a business has a lot of data, what knowledge can they have from this data? Because now businesses, they produce a lot of data, but then it's not sometimes easy to know what to do with it, or what knowledge can we get out from this data? How can we use it to make our business better? So it focuses on business with this niche angle that integrates computing as well in it. We believe that this major, we will contribute a lot with this major to the community and in Europe as well, because any business will need this expertise, was it a small business or if it was a large business.
Take us through the various facilities and faculty support offered to students while studying at the university.
The new campus, which is located in Pafos, will have a state-of-the-art facility. There will be one big building for administration that houses a lot of offices. It houses conference rooms, student support offices, and it has another bigger building for classes, for labs, for the library, labs, research labs, and student labs, computer labs, student space. It will have a big green area. There will be, of course, a big parking for the university, for the staff and the students, and there will be a sports facility that will be constructed in parallel as well. We will also give students options for student housing. Of course, we will not force anyone to go live anywhere, but students will have we'll give them some choices, and then they can pick from if they see appropriate. The student support staff that we will have will be very highly experienced support staff. We'll have, of course, counseling for the students. We focus a lot on counseling to make sure that the mental health of the student is maintained, especially because we expect many of the students to be international students. So they will be away from their parents, a new country. So a lot of support will be given in this angle, and a lot of extracurricular activities led by students. So every department will have its own society, which is more of the technical society, and the university will have student clubs like any other university, and these students clubs will be supported by the university as well. So every student club will be given budget from the university to do their activities, to support them, and the activities can vary really from something which is a club which is technical, an artificial intelligence club, or something that is very recreational like a dancing club or polo club, or you name it. The students will decide. Students will definitely be part of the governance of the whole university, and this is in line with the Cypriot and the European guidelines as well. So you're going to see them in part of the governance from the department to the faculty to the university as a whole.
The university libraries at the American University of Beirut house an extensive collection of more than 1 million electronic books. Tell us about the collections which are aimed at enhancing the university's academic and research programs.
Here in Cyprus, we will start with allowing our students to have direct access to all of these digital and online resources that we have in Beirut. And of course, all the online resources that from the research angle, that the main publishers, like book publishers, scientific journals, they offer. So all of these will be given to students in a digital form. Not also in a digital form. So even if we start in a digital form, we will start building our physical collection as well. And students will be able even to order certain resources that they need from Beirut. And you know, the proximity, the close proximity between Cyprus and Beirut makes it really easy to move things around. The library will have a physical space as well, where like students will be given some quiet study space, certain rooms to collaborate with each other, all within the library, under the library umbrella as well. There is kind of a consortium of the libraries in Cyprus that we plan to join it as well. And there we will like as if we are dipping into each other's resources. We are coming to Cyprus really not to compete with anyone. We are coming, we have a mission that and a vision that we would like, that we feel it's very useful for the people of the country and the region, and we want to implement our mission. So we highly encourage collaboration. We started recruiting in Cyprus as well. Now we're focusing a lot on the staff that are needed in the university, starting with the student support staff. So the first thing that we started with, although we will not have students before, let's say, August or September, we started now with the process to identify the best candidates that will be able to support the students accordingly. And then after the student support staff comes the secretarial staff, the admissions registrar, and so on, like all the functions that are needed to run the university. It's true that we are a big university in Beirut, and we are tapping into the professors that we have in Beirut, but we highly also encourage mixing and matching with professors that are in Cyprus and the region. And moving forward after the first year, recruitment here will be done here in the campus here. So at the moment, the focus is to make this, put the effort in Pafos, make it a successful project. The university is keen, and our board of trustees, in making it a successful project. We are getting all the support that we need to make it successful, and this is what will happen.